Well, I actually have my mother to thank for my career in technology. As about a 12-year-old bored on summer holidays, she signed me up for a coding course, and it wasn't really motivated by her looking for me to start on a career in technology. It was more motivated by get me out under her feet, and she was a great proponent of learn a new skill. I spent a couple of weeks in a classroom learning to write BASIC on a BBC Micro with like 12 boys, and I was absolutely hooked after that. I've been at Fidelity for 13 years. And I've had quite a number of different opportunities within Fidelity, both in Ireland and the US.
So you've recently been appointed Head of Technology at Fidelity Investments. How would you say that your previous experience has helped you in this role so far?
So in terms of, I suppose, each different role that I had at Fidelity has helped me have an appreciation of what our broader technology landscape looks like, and also our business landscape. And similarly, prior to coming to Fidelity, I worked in financial services, in banking, and I also worked in telecommunications as a consultant. So some of the skills learned there, particularly in the consulting space, things like business development, presentation skills, communication skills, really important in my current role today. Finally, I suppose, mentors and coaches have been really important in my career development. I've been very fortunate from early stages to have a lot of very strong advocates, and I really appreciate the importance of my team, myself, within at every single level of our organisation, ensuring that that kind of I suppose practice and environment is in place. So, I think I've learned something from every single role I've had. I've had 8 roles at Fidelity and a couple before I came there, and hopefully a few more.
So, given the changes and increased pressures on financial services at the moment, how would you say technology is enabling Fidelity Investments?
The landscape is really interesting at the moment. So pace of change is huge for the financial services business, and it's really interesting in a landscape of, if you look at the US markets, it's been rising and rising for the last couple of years. Also, if you look around geopolitically across the world, things are changing a lot, and it's a huge change in terms of regulatory landscape, and also in our business, particularly in the trading and retirement business and so forth. There's a lot of different entrants into the market. So we're constantly evolving our development methodologies to shorten cycle times, to collaborate a lot more with our business partners. So both understanding and appreciating their business problems, but also trying to turn around solutions in a much faster pace in order to incorporate feedback into the loop. And then secondly, looking at technologies that actually enable greater process efficiencies within the business. So things like robotic process automation, things like advanced data analytics, which take some of the manual work out of the system, but also help introduce new insights. And then finally, we work a lot with our Fidelity Labs organisation, which is essentially our internal research organisation, to look at emerging technologies. So things that are happening 3 to 5 years out. So that may be part of our business solutions in the future. We're very fortunate in terms of Fidelity Ireland sits here. We're very representative of the larger Fidelity organisation worldwide, and we're working in a very rich ecosystem, both in terms of research and development within the European market, but also a fantastic academic ecosystem.